Well, first of all, we are the largest economy in the world, and we have done more to help China to join the World Trade Organization and invested in China. So we've done a lot to help China. And this administration said, and the Chinese love to have these dialogues where you have these discussions that doesn't lead to anything, and they say, well, yeah, we're going to reform and open up, and then it gets delayed and delayed and delayed. And Ambassador Lighthizer, and initially I wasn't so sure about him, but I became very impressed with him. He's very focused, very meticulous. Not only did he get, and it took us 2 years, it was a long, hard battle, and we had to use tariffs to get their attention, but it worked. We did get their attention, and we got them to address longstanding issues like protecting intellectual property rights, preventing the stealing of technology like they have with corn seed here and things like that, but also dramatically increasing the purchase of agriculture, energy, and manufactured goods from the United States. The Chinese have now purchased record amounts of corn, soybeans, pork, even beef and chicken. And the result has been the price of, ever since I think September, soybeans have gone up from about $9 a bushel to $14. Corn's gone up from $3 to $5.50. It's made a real difference for the price we're getting, and the prices are even higher in China.
But it is short of what the projections, or at least what the deal was. And there's...
It's a 2-year deal.
It's a 2-year deal, and it's going to be a heck of amount of purchases that are going to have to be made in this second year. Are they going to be able to do it?
Well, I think they're able to do it. The question is, do they have the will to do it? And the administration, the Biden administration, needs to insist that they abide by what they committed to. Now, I think there's valid reasons why it got off to a slow start because of what was happening with the virus. But now they've caught up to a great degree in the fall. And they've done more on agriculture than they've done on energy or like aircraft from Boeing and things like that. So there's still a lot they need to do. But we need to not only do that, the other part that didn't get done, the phase one didn't include eliminating the subsidies of the state-owned enterprises, which really distorts the market. And that's what the new administration needs to focus on. That's what the Trump administration was planning to do in a second term.
Well, and the Chinese-owned companies have long been a source of look for them for signs, because that's usually an indication of what the government wants to do when it comes to buying soybeans or corn.
That's right. In fact, one of the last groups that I met with before I left China was COFCO. They're the biggest Chinese purchaser of agriculture products. So I made the point that they had made progress on a lot of things, but they hadn't purchased ethanol. And now they have made a commitment. They're going to make a record purchase of ethanol in 2021. We need to see that they do that. They need to do that to help reduce pollution. They're still using MTBE, which is poisoning the groundwater. So we've made some progress, and the embassy actually started monitoring air quality years ago, and that has helped convince the Chinese they need to get serious about air pollution. But they have a huge problem with both groundwater and soil pollution, and we can help them, and certainly ethanol and biodiesel, and for that matter, DDGs is great livestock feed. So I'm very hopeful we're going to see that, and that's one of the last things I did with both COFCO and with their chief negotiator, Liu He, before leaving China.
As we sit here tonight, is a phrase that we've said many a times on Market to Market. As we sit here today and have this discussion, Ambassador, has phase one been a success?
Oh, it's been a great success. Just ask the farmer who's seen their price of corn go up from $3 to $5.50. There's no question about that. It's not perfect, but it's a good first step. And we need to continue to move forward on that. China is a huge country with a huge population, and with a growing middle class, there's more and more demand for protein, and pork is there. And of course, they've been hit by the African swine fever, which they're really rebuilding their pork herd And that's one of the reasons why they need the corn and soybeans.
Which is a concern if you're looking at the market from an outside perspective, not your inside perspective of what was going on over there, to say China needs to feed their people.
Right.
That's why they're buying. It just so happens it can fall under the umbrella of phase one.
Well,
is that
that's
an
true.
accurate statement?
Well, yeah, I think that's true. But the Chinese people love the quality and the reliability of American food. Hormel, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Quaker Oats, all of those things are very popular with the Chinese consumer. And so I think we need to continue to press them to fulfill the commitments they've made. And it's in their interest as well, because frankly, what they're importing from us costs a lot less than their local prices in China.
Ambassador Terry Branstad, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Great to be with you. Thank you.
This is only part of the conversation. The full interview will be released Tuesday as part of the M2M podcast, which can be found via our YouTube channel of Market to Market or wherever you get your podcasts.